Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So I brought the 4Runner in the shop. We got it cleaned up, got it in the shop. I'm going to do a detail on it and get this thing shined up and get a fresh coat of wax on it until the antenna took a dump. So it's got a power antenna, and you guys saw it kind of did the old twirly do. So I cut it off for now. I'll probably order just a regular antenna that's not power, just because they're kind of annoying, honestly, and they're a lot more expensive. You can just buy like a Tacoma antenna, plug it in, and we're done. But for now, we are working on details. So not too long ago, I did go through and do a full cut and buff on the 4Runner. Got it looking a lot better. Now this paint is old, and before we got it, it wasn't taken care of, and I think someone egged the driver's side. There's a bunch of what looks like egg. It's all etched into the paint, and I sanded, I buffed it. I could not get it out. So there is some defects in this paint, but we're gonna make it look as good as we can for what we got. I'm not gonna go through it and repaint the whole thing, but we got a cool new product I want to show you guys as well. So what we're gonna start with today is we're gonna go through and do a full clay bar. We're gonna clay everything off of the surface, make sure it is nice and clean. Then we're gonna go through it with a isopropyl alcohol wipe. We're gonna wipe down the whole 4Runner just to make sure all the previous wax is off. And then if I see any scratches, anything that I think I can get out with a buffer, I'm gonna go through and do that. I might just give it a real quick once over with a polish just to kind of get some shine out of it. And then I got a really awesome wax to try out. So I've actually tried it on my car. This is a brand new product, so stay tuned for when we go to wax this thing. You guys are gonna be very impressed with this product. Well, with that being said, guys, let's get to work with the clay bar. Alright guys, we are done going around the entire 4Runner with the polish. Now, I gotta say, every time I use that Rupaz polisher, it impresses me a little bit more. That thing is so fast, it's so efficient, and it comes out just a beautiful, beautiful shine. The polish, the pads, everything in that Rupaz line is really, really good. So what I actually used is the yellow finishing pad or the yellow polish pad, but I didn't use the actual Rupaz polish just because I bought some Adam stuff. some Adams polish, and it's actually been working really good as well. So both of these work extremely well, the Adams and the Rupaz polish. It took me only about 2.5 hours to go around everything. I did the entire 4Runner, and it looks a million times better. Yeah, a lot of that stuff etched into the paint, that's never gonna come out, but a lot of the little scratches came out, and it just gave it a really nice shine. If any of you guys are interested in checking out the polisher, I'll have a link down in the description box where you can find it. Now we're going to go over it with isopropyl alcohol one more time, and that just helps get off any buffing compound that is left on the paint, filling in some scratches, and then you can really see where you're at. Now, it probably doesn't matter much right now because we didn't do an actual cut, we just did a polish, but if you do like a heavy cut, you do want to do that isopropyl alcohol wipe just to make sure that none of the fillers in the buffing compound are kind of hiding the scratches. And then you wax it, and then a week later you'll wash it, and then you'll see scratches everywhere. And you got to get back to work more polishing. So it's just one quick extra step to make sure that you got all the scratches out. So once we are done with the IPA wipe down, we're gonna give this thing a wax. Now this is a brand new product. This is made by Cerakote. A lot of you guys are familiar with some of their products. They have like a trim coat, the headlight restoration, and actual Cerakote itself. So this is an amazing, amazing product. I actually did my Jetta with it about a week ago, and I gotta say it brought the shine up 1000%. It's so much more shiny, so much more glossy. The water beads up, it runs off, it makes washing and drying way easier. So if you guys want to check this stuff out, go down in the description box. I'll have a link to where you can find this. So this is going to be a go-to for me just because it's so fast, so easy, and it works so well. All you got to do, there's a spray bottle, you spray it on the panel, and you wipe it off with the included microfiber towel. So very fast, very easy. It'll probably take 15-20 minutes max to wax this whole 4Runner. So let's do the IPA wipe, and we'll do this. We got to let this cure up for 2 hours before you want to get any water on it, and then I'll show you guys what it does. Alright guys, 15 minutes later, we are waxed and looking good. So, like I said, this stuff takes, they say about 2 hours to kind of cure up before you want to get any water on it. So, it looks so much better. You can see it brings up the gloss so much. It's so much shinier with that wax on, and they say it gets even glossier once it fully cures. So, we'll get back in here in a couple hours to show you guys what it's looking like, and we'll throw a little water on it and see what it does. In the meantime, like I said, my Jetta, I use the same wax on. It is filthy dirty. Let's go wash the car and I'll show you how that turned out. there we go, got it washed up. You can see just how well this wax repels water. Literally just wipes right off. You can take the hose like I did at the end and just use just the hose, and most of the water literally falls off of the paint. So there's not much drying involved. But I do gotta say, this car has never looked this good, this glossy, and this clean. So I basically did the same thing on this car as we just did to the 4Runner. I did just the polish and then that wax, and you can see just how good this thing turned out. Well, there we go, guys. It's been a couple hours now, and you can see the water just beads up, rolls off, literally leaves nothing, just about nothing anyway, on the paint. This stuff impresses me. The more I mess with it, the more I put water on it. And another thing, it just looks so good, so glossy. Obviously this hood's messed up, the paint isn't that great, but I mean, you can't beat that. Look at that. So not only is the sealant amazing, it works amazing, another thing that impresses me very much is the price of it. You can buy the whole kit with the sealant, the microfibers, everything you need. 20 bucks, guys. You cannot beat 20 bucks for this sealant. Because it is a ceramic based sealant, it does last a lot longer than like your average wax. So very, very impressed with this stuff. I'll be using it on everything, every one of my vehicles from now on. Now I have experience with actual real ceramic coating. You guys probably have seen the red truck when I did that. I made a video on that. Now while that ceramic coating did work pretty good, honestly from my experience, the sealant gives a better gloss, a better shine, and I noticed the water beating up better off of it. So I don't know, for the price, guys, 20 bucks, you can't beat it. Go check it out. I'll drop a link down in the description box if you guys want to go check this stuff out. Well, that's a wrap for this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Why don't you go smash that thumbs up button, comment, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.